the women read porn. Are you familiar with this?
I mean, I have read some romance novels in the past. Yeah.
Oh, you've read erotica before.
I've read romance novels.
He squeezes my throat as his tongue explores my mouth, moaning when I.
Seriously, Christian.
Moaning when my teeth sink into his lip. It's not enough. I want him closer, need him closer. He loosens his grip, trailing his mouth across my jaw, kissing and sucking my neck. Voice rough as I roll my hips against him. Don't tell me you don't like me when I can feel how wet you are all over your thighs, Anastasia. Anastasia? I can't watch that movie the same.
Why is it on her thighs?
I don't know.
I'm so close to doing it myself.
Don't do that voice. Don't do
Tell
that
me
voice.
if you don't know what you're doing, Nathan.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
How about instead of that, you drink what I brought?
I would love to drink what you brought. What did you bring?
Because you called me earlier. So you texted me when I got off work.
Yeah.
I happened to be at Safeway, and you're like, oh, see if they have my favorite drink.
I did not phrase it that way.
And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll see if they have buzz balls. But they didn't. Which, again, like we said downstairs, is weird that they didn't have them at Safeway. Because I feel like we connected on the fact that like you see them everywhere, like in random places sometimes.
You see them when you don't need them. Not that we ever need buzz balls.
No, Rite Aid or the airport.
I wanted
like,
buzz balls for the show. And I checked the Safeway here in Vallejo, and you would think like a ghetto Safeway would probably have a ghetto drink like buzz balls. But
I don't think
didn't.
buzz balls are that ghetto, bro. I think they're just trash. It's just a trashy drink. Because you see them everywhere.
You wouldn't like go to the hood and you wouldn't see some gangbangers drinking some buzz balls?
No, I definitely don't think so. But I do think you'd see a buzz ball in the gutters in Compton, but also in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I think there's buzz balls in both of those gutters.
Are buzz balls the new Four Locos? That kind of trend. Like, this will get you fucked up.
I think doing an Adderall and a Xanax is the new fucking Four Loco.
That's scary.
All right. So you had said buzz balls, and unfortunately I couldn't do that. And you're like, well, just get something trashy anyways.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what I like. And in fact, I picked a drink that I just enjoy drinking. And then I got home and was like, oh yeah, this is kind of trashy. So it worked out. And then on the drive here, I like one-upped it in my head and wish I had stopped
on the way here.
Just fucking hammered. But I was like, oh, I should have bought this also to one-up it. But what I brought you were Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Mike's Hard Lemonade reminds me of being a 16-year-old at family parties, trying to sneak myself into the cooler, being like, wow.
So I enjoy a good Mike's Hard Lemonade.
This is crazy. They're twist off.
They are. And then on the way here, I was like, you know what I should have got? Oh, buddy, are your hands a little
bottles
delicate?
say that they're twist off. However, the sides are very sharp still, and it hurts. And they expect girls that love Mike's Hard Lemonade to open this with their manicured
with
fingers.
Their nails.
Yes, this left a mark, I think. Okay, anyway, cheers.
Anyway, I was thinking next time I buy this, I'll also buy Twisted Tea, and then we could make like instead of Arnold Palmer's, John Daly's.
I love that.
Yeah.
Why do you call it John Daly?
Well, because John Daly was the golfer who like smoked and drank beers on the PGA Tour and shit.
Perfect.
And so it's like, yeah, it's an Arnold Palmer, but it's booze.
Do you think that actually get us trashed?
Yeah, well, this is 5%.
Wow. This is stronger than some seltzers.
Yeah, and we're going to drink 3. So
we have...
It's a 6-pack. We're drinking it all.
Oh,
cheers,
shit.
pal.
Okay. Cheers to you, man.
I will say, these go down really easy. These go down so good. I'm telling you. I'm serious. I bought these because I like them, and then was also like, oh, yeah, these are trash.
Wow.
Dangerous.
Mike's Hard Lemonade. What does that make you think of?
Oh, just... I had $2 more than the Smirnoff Ice.
Have you ever...
Iced someone?
Yes.
No, but I've seen people get iced in front of me. It's good stuff. Can we start that? Can we play that game?
Start
Try
icing
icing
people?
each other? Well, me and you. See
just
if we
here
can
in the house?
like trick. Because it'd be hard to like, the whole fun is like trying to trick the person.
Well, I got iced for the first time last year for my birthday. I went to...
I saw a picture of that.
I went to Martin's house, and I'd never been iced. And I sat down somewhere, and I was like, why the fuck is there a bottle here? This is dangerous, guys. And they said, oh, we're icing you. And so
where was the bottle?
it was just like on their papasan like chair thing.
Okay.
And they put it underneath a pillow, and I sat on it, and they're like, and I went to the bathroom and tried to take a piss, and there was one in the bathroom, and that's getting iced, right?
Yeah.
Do you do it differently?
Well, yeah, I don't like leave them like an Easter egg hunt. From what I've always understood it as is like you trick someone into, you have to hand it to them. You have to trick them into grabbing it. You have to.
No, I didn't know that.
I've always known it as being like, so you'd have this. Hang on a second. Also, now this is kind of like defeating all of the fun and game of us icing each other because I'm explaining it to you. But
I mean, I wouldn't have understood before.
You would like hide it or something. And you'd be like, hey, you left your bandana at my house.
Okay. So it'd be like that.
And then you'd be like, oh, and then, you almost immediately realize there's like, I got fucking iced. And then you get on your knees and you chug it.
That part I did.
Okay.
The chugging part. I think that's the most important part, right?
On your knees.
Yes, and I had to go through like 5 or 6 of those, and I was full. And then they brought out a cake.
So that's good. So that part they did right. The Easter egg hunt, again, to each their own. I'm not saying they did it wrong. But putting it point up so that your asshole would go onto it, that was weird.
That one's dangerous.
I assume that's what they did.
That's a bad birthday present.
Or is it the best?
I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. I mean, I didn't like it.
I bought Mike's Hard Lemonade when I was watching, what's that John Bernthal show? Anyways, he drinks these all the time. Yeah, like in his police cruiser and shit, because he was a fucked up, shitty cop, like super corrupt cop. But he drank and like they tried giving him shit for it, but he's like, "Fuck it, man, these are good." And then like I think I had COVID while I watched it, so as soon as I got out of COVID, I was like, "I'm gonna go buy some," and I drank. I was like, "These are really good."
This is tasty. Like I really wouldn't be able to I don't taste the alcohol in it. Do you?
No.
Like
and it's not fizzy. It's not like fizzy like a seltzer or anything.
So you could chug these and not be full from all the carbonation, and you won't have a gnarly burp afterwards.
No, I think you'd be like sick from the sugar maybe. Because if you chugged lemonade. Although they do have that lemonade chugging contest on 4th of July.
That's the thing?
Yeah, right before they do the hot dog eating contest.
A lemonade? That sounds like dangerous in terms of sugar. I feel like...
Yeah, the guy who wins it is fucking humongous. He's huge.
Well, you're serious?
I'm like, yes, I haven't done an Alex Truth this whole episode yet.
What a weird thing. Imagine that guy going on a date and the girl says, "So what do you do for a living?" He's like,
I do think he's married.
I chug lemonade. Oh, she probably fell in love with him because he was
he was a chugger.
The #1 lemonade chugger.
Yeah. She's like saw him from across the bar and was like, wait a minute.
Wow, look at how he really puts down.
He opens his throat.
Yeah. What else could he do, right?
I mean,
I want to talk about my little trip to outside lands, by the way.
I meant to ask you about that. In fact, I didn't ask you, and noticed that you didn't bring it up because you were going to save it for the episode.
Trying to shove it to the back of my mind.
Oh no, was it bad?
I mean,
were you the one who found the body in the duffel bag?
I took pictures in front of it. No, is that fucked up to say?
No, I think this is a comedy podcast. This is what we do.
No, dude. First of all, that's crazy that they found a dead body about less than a mile away from outside lands. I'm curious as if the murder happened in the festival and they brought it somewhere else, or if it happened outside the festival and they're like, hey, let's just put it nearby there.
So here's the thing about Golden Gate Park in San Francisco is who the fuck knows what's going on in there?
Right?
And how many dead bodies there are in there.
Well, that park is huge.
Yes.
It is huge.
There's got to be a dozen dead bodies there right now.
First of all, the thing about outside lands is that
it's outside.
All ages are permitted to go in there.
Oh, so they let old people in?
There's old people are fine.
They let old people in?
I feel bad for the elderly,
because they're like, this is my normal walking path.
Oh, and they get fucked up, man.
Give me more Xanax.
Because at like 2, 3 p.m., which is when we rolled in on that Friday to see Kendrick, it was fine. It was a nice music festival. There was space. We could dance. We could get food. The lines weren't crazy.
But Kendrick wasn't on at 2.
No, he was on at like 8 or 9. Yep.
Okay, so you had 7 hours for all the hooligans to get there.
Yeah, well, the hooligans started getting there around 5-ish, maybe 6-ish.
Or did the booze start kicking in around 5 or 6?
Well, let me get there. I mean, so I was a real badass, and usually I'm known to be the good boy of ICBTV.
Well, I hope you're not about to admit to sneaking alcohol into a music festival.
Can I not? No, I didn't do that. Then I didn't do that. Yeah,
I mean, I don't work for them.
I would never do that.
You would never do that. How would you not do it?
I would not do it by having Otis hand me a. I should stop talking.
A water bottle? What, did you guys have a water bottle or what?
No, it was like this pouch you could get on Amazon, and I did not
Like tape it to your thigh?
I put it in my waistband. I put it in my waistband, and I was sweaty, and
and so now it's getting warm.
this tequila pouch that I did not bring in was
Warm tequila.
very warm tequila.
Oof. I mean, we've all been there.
I mean, the crevice where your waistband
Yeah.
is kind of that creates a lot of heat.
I never sneak vodka into Disneyland.
Never.
And it doesn't get easier and easier every time. So just keep that in mind.
That one's still tough for me.
So you didn't do that, but you still managed to have a good time anyways.
I also, the
You paid
music was dope.
$40 for a burger.
No, I paid $22 for a Korean turkey leg, just humongous, bigger than my face, and just smothered in Korean sauce, spicy Korean sauce. Don't do that. That's the action they do when
They're cooking the pan. They're moving the sauce in the pan.
Yeah, the sauce in the pan, and then
The saucepan.
and this is me. This is how I hold my turkey leg, and this is how I eat it. Yeah.
I eat it like this.
Oh, good, nice. Yeah, had that. Had a banh mi, and
Nice.
I had a $15
Uh-oh.
peanut
Blow
butter
job?
jelly sandwich,
Oh.
and I thought it was gonna be gourmet. They made it look
The
good in the
Smuckers.
picture.
The Smuckers Uncrustable.
No, I wish I had a Smucker's Uncrustable. It was a regular PB&J. I thought they were gonna make it gourmet. I
Were
thought it
the
was gonna be
people in that
fancy.
tent just like laughing?
No,
They're like,
they
we
look,
got another one.
it's weird. They look surprised.
Oh my God, you want one?
Well,
you
they had other
really want one?
tasty things on the menu, but I think I might have been the only person at the festival to have got the PB&J for $15.
Like they let their kid write that on the menu, and then they're like, "Okay, Timmy, and if anyone orders it, you get to make it." And they're like, "What?
Okay.
You really want that?
Well, it was at least toasted on white bread.
That's not gourmet."
I was hoping for it to be multigrain. I was hoping for some like granola or some texture up in that bitch, but there was nothing.
Honestly, that's what you get for ordering a PB&J.
That's what the beer was really good. I got a few like hazy IPAs.
So you're like,
and
"Let me get a
beer
PB&J and the space dust, please."
stands. It was a different stand. It was a different stand. It's not like this place that sold elementary school items.
and a carton of milk.
to go with my beer, please.
Seriously though, having like school lunch tent at a music festival, I think would be very popular.
Oh, if they served it in a white bag,
Yeah,
like the lunches that they
brown
make for you.
paper bag.
It was cool up until
Kendrick started.
it was around the time that Shaq was DJing. That right before that, my brother did not give me half an edible that I ate, and I did not start feeling very anxious.
Oh no, it went the wrong way.
Around the time that Shaq's set had ended.
You're like, there's a lot of people here, and nobody's washed their hands in the last 20 minutes.
Well, what started happening was that after
Cheers, bottoms up.
bottoms up. After Melissa and I started leaving that set, as I was walking, mid-walk, I stopped feeling all of my limbs. I was like, how am I doing this automatically? And it was to the point where, I don't know if you do this ever when you're fucked up, where you start to overthink how you walk, and you're making sure that when your opposite leg is moving, your opposite arm.
Start doing the Dr. Seuss thing.
Yeah, that's what I was scared of doing. Also, very terrified of losing Melissa.
No, because when I get really messed up and like specifically on edibles, I start speaking Spanish.
You do. You get better at Spanish.
You know that. You've seen that happen to me.
Edibles are your equivalent to Duolingo.
Well, I don't do edibles very often because they just make me sleepy. But
I was not sleepy.
Years and years ago when I would do it and like go to Disneyland and stuff. Remember that time?
Yeah.
And then like for the whole last 4 hours, I was just speaking Spanish.
What were
Do you
saying?
remember that?
No, because I was also fucked up, dude. I was the person at Disneyland.
I just remember everyone being like, I didn't know Alex knew this much Spanish. And I was like, I didn't know I knew this much Spanish.
I don't remember you speaking a lick of Spanish in Disneyland.
Maybe I thought.
You were speaking perfect English the entire time.
Good heavens.
Well, I was obviously fucked up because I was the guy that said, man, we should have taken more shots. That blunt wasn't enough.
That was, and then the cops were like, how's it going over here? And I was like, we didn't fucking drive.
Ain't nothing wrong with here, Ossifer.
So you started getting anxious panic.
Yes.
And was Shaq's music not soothing?
No, it was fine. It didn't hit me at Shaq's set. It was right when it ended.
Oh, because you're like, now I don't feel safe because Shaq's not here.
Shaq does make me feel safe, especially from a mile away on a jumbo screen.
He's still 7'8".
He's huge. I was able to see him. This big man towering over thousands of white people. I was scared of losing Melissa because guess what? One of the most popular demographics at Outside Lands is small Asian women.
That's what I was gonna say.
So if I'm not holding, what were you gonna say?
Small Asian women.
Okay, then we're on the same page. I was really scared of losing her. Also,
Would you have just grabbed another one and been like, "Well, you're Melissa now"?
You all look the same anyway.
You're mine now.
You're my new pocket Asian. So I told you what I had eaten. So I ate a banh mi. I had a Korean turkey leg. I had the PB&J, and I had maybe 2 beers. And I also did not go poop the day before. So it comes around the time I get to the main stage. It's maybe 6 p.m. I'm doing a lot of jumping. I'm thinking like maybe dancing is going to make me feel better. But no, it's just mixing the cesspool of different foods and liquids in my stomach.
You've made a soup in your belly.
Yes.
You've made a banh mi turkey beer soup.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I'm the type of person that's too nice that I don't want to tell anyone that I'm freaking out. But guess what's going on deep inside my mind?
You are just like covered in sweat and your pupils are this big and you're kind of just like, you're like, I don't want them to know that I'm freaking out at all. I hope it's not obvious.
And I'm notoriously known for never drinking my water and always being dehydrated. I was asking for everyone's water.
So people thought you were rolling deep. People thought you took Fizz.
No, Melissa was just like, I wonder why he's so thirsty today. I was drinking all of her water. And it was to the point where, and these bathrooms were disgusting.
They're porta-johns.
We paid for General Admission Plus, which gets you access to the nicer bathrooms.
Yes, I remember that night you had the discussion with Otis about General Admission Plus versus General Admission.
Yeah. Don't do it. We didn't even use it. So you look at the map. We're like, all right. I start telling Melissa, I got to take a shit. And she's
so you pull the map out like some 18th century pirate?
I mean, there's no way fucking Google Maps doesn't have where the General Admission Plus bathrooms are. So if we come to find out, the General Admission bathrooms do exist. They're on the opposite end of Golden Gate Park. And at this point, I can't make it. So
just shit right there on the dance floor.
No, I could make it to the porta potties, but at this point, the sun had set. It was dark.
And that's when the monsters come out of the porta potties.
It was the scariest thing. Seeing the porta potty door close and saying goodbye to my friends was scary. Taking a shit in a dirty porta potty that has been used by probably thousands of people.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
you never played football at an away go to an away team and then you have to use one of their bathrooms. They purposely make those bathrooms really, really gross and disgusting. After you go through that, you can shit almost anywhere.
I mean, any bathroom that has a trough where you can see anyone else's dick, I'm just going to say this is probably not sanitary.
Or if the trough is where you shit.
Are there shitting troughs?
I've shit in a trough.
You have?
I've shit in a trough.
What, and they just like slides down into the drain?
Well, there's a man there just like, nom, 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 nom.
Oh, the poop monster.
No, I'm trying to remember if it was Vacaville High or Fairfield High. One of them used to have
Are we gonna call out the high school?
One of them used to have a farm, like on the campus, and like that was part of their like they had a whole class where like you learned how to
would they slaughter these animals?
No, you learned how to like take care of horses and shit. But that was also right where the visitors' locker room was, and so you just as soon as you got the buzzes, you were just hit with like sheep and horse shit.
Oh, that sucks.
And and that was your bathroom was right there, and it was just that made me a man.
That's good strategy because when the away team comes to compete with them, you
can't give them a decent shred of dignity. No.
They're thrown off.
Yeah.
Because the home team, they're used to the smell already.
Yeah. No, well, the home team was far enough away that they didn't have to. They're downwind.
Oh, they don't have to deal with that. Wow, that's really fucked up.
It was.
That's poor hospitality.
It's actually not hospitality at all.
It's just
villainy.
Pure malice is all it is.
Malice. Anti-hospitality.
Taking a shit in this porta potty scary.
Just rub it on the walls.
Well, there's no light inside of the porta potty, actually, right? And so my face, and I'm turning around and I'm trying to hover.
Did you line?
No,
you line the porta potty?
I didn't even try because I can't see it.
I'd like triple line it.
I can't see anything, dude.
I heard you, but I would still try and triple line it.
And miss the seats. I don't know where anything is. I brought wipes with me because I'm not a fool. So,
that's good.
It was a pro move. I suggest to anyone going to a music festival, bring your own wipes. I turned around, I squatted, and like shout out to the women there that have to do this all the time in public restrooms. But my main fear was not necessarily missing the toilet with my shit. My main fear was missing the toilet so bad that it would land in my pants.
Oh.
Also, at this point, this is the peak
So you're
of my
standing
high.
straight up?
This
What
is
are
the
you
peak of
doing?
my-
Have you never pooped?
It's in the dark. It's tough because so.
Scoot back a little bit so you're in frame.
Also, I'm just on edible, right?
No, you're not.
I'm not on edibles, guys. At this point, I'm squatting, can't see in the dark, and I don't know if I'm hovering over the seat.
So-
yeah.
Solid logs or shotgun blast?
Healthiest poop I've ever had.
Solid logs.
Solid logs, man.
Lucky,
Fast.
lucky.
Got
So
it.
when it fell into your pants, you were just able to grab it and throw it.
Just threw it at these fucking
thank God.
children. Yeah. It's no, but I got in and out of there in 3 minutes. It was fast.
And then you came out and Kendrick was like, thank God, it's my turn.
I wish. There's no way that guy's using regular porta potties. He has a golden toilet in the back. For sure.
That's a bit much.
Yeah, man. It's crazy that at this event, babies are allowed here. I saw infants there.
I mean, I've seen babies at punk shows, and it's also like, we're all smoking weed in here and shit. Like, maybe this baby shouldn't be here.
Does
But
the baby
whatever.
join the mosh pit?
I did see a baby. I mean, not like an infant, but 2-3-year-old.
Just get
last
up
time
in the circle?
last time I saw Amigo in Bridge City Centers, it was like 3 or 4 toddlers.
Babies? Wow.
Toddlers.
Okay. So they could walk. They could toddle.
They could toddle. I just think it's really cute because they wear the headphones so that they don't fucking go deaf.
Dude, I love babies that wear the rubber glasses.
Oh, the glasses that they have to like seal to their faces because they'll take them off otherwise.
Yes.
Blind babies.
Yeah, and they look cross-eyed in those glasses.
No, they're supposed to look not cross-eyed in the glass. The glasses are supposed to solve that problem.
No, it looks like it's just maintaining that problem because at a certain point, a cross-eyed baby's very cute, but once they hit 5 or 6 and you're still cross-eyed, it's like how a lisp for a kid is very cute up until maybe like 7 or 8. Then you're just like, then you have a speech impediment.
Learn how to speak. You
Yeah.
idiot.
Fucking moron.
Wow.
Yeah.
What would you do if your kid had a lisp?
Just look at him or her intently and just do it back in a very mocking way until they,
This is how you sound.
hey, you fucking stupid baby. Stop sounding like that. I don't know. Shake the baby until it goes away.
That's the answer to all problems.
I think so.
Shake the baby.
I hear a lisp for a baby goes away if you hold it upside down by its ankles.
That's the Achilles healing factor. But you got to be careful
Why?
because they'll grow up with weak ankles.
We want strong ankled babies. Because very much like the Spartans, the way my future household will be held is if my baby's weak, throwing it off a cliff.
As soon as it's born, you're going to be like, this is a doctor or this is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A doctor
And
only.
you're never wrong.
Yeah, I'm taking Asian standards to a whole new
My
level.
question is, like, do you think the Spartans ever did get it wrong? Where they're like, this man will be a warrior. And then he's like, I just want to design clothes. And then they're just like, fuck, we should have thrown this one off the cliff.
I know. Yeah, for sure they got it wrong.
And that's not a joke against gay people. Spartans didn't wear clothes.
No, they only had
And because the Spartans definitely loved fucking each other. That's a fact.
That's a thing. Yeah.
Those warriors loved nothing more than sleeping with their other men.
Progressive, right? Wouldn't you say?
Really progressive. In fact, when King Darius of the Persians was invading at Thermopylae against the men of 300, he had sent a spy to go see what they were doing. And when the spy saw them,
Just fuck the men having sex.
they were brushing their hair.
Oh.
They were brushing their hair and oiling their abs, and like they were like braiding each other's beards and shit. And he went back and he told the king, he goes, they're combing their hair. They're acting like women. They're not prepared for war at all. But we know exactly what happened at 300. They all died.
They all died, but they did put up a good fight. That is true too.
Yeah, they did. They did slow down the Persian Empire.
Yeah, see, I mean, and it would make sense that they were probably homosexual to a certain extent because if they were good looking, if these men were just chiseled and they knew they were chiseled and they liked their own bodies and they saw each other and they're just like, you all look good, then they wouldn't give it. Also, if they knew they were going to die in maybe 10, 5 years.
I think that's what it is.
Just like,
Like we could die tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I'll kiss you, Fred.
If I was going to die tomorrow, I'd still stick with kissing Melissa. I think.
Not when you're 700 miles away by foot and you're never coming home.
You're right. The women didn't come with them.
Yeah.
No.
In fact, they never came with them. They did it first or not at all.
First or not at all. That's
That's
the
my
sad,
motto.
sad truth.
That's my motto. First or not at all.
You want the girl to come first or not at all? I feel bad. Yeah, I mean, I would feel bad if I mean,
Hey, we've all been there.
where the girl doesn't come. I mean, you could still use stuff afterwards to like make the girl finish her job.
No, I'm tired now.
Um,
I'm all done.
have you ever used sex toys in bed? And has it made you insecure in the past? Like, oh, my dick's not enough?
No, sex toys do not make me insecure. They don't. I don't know if I want to.
You don't have to put it
much.
out if you don't want to.
Just because I'm aware of people who are listening to our shows now.
No. Fuck it. Melissa got like a little toy.
I don't know if you have to say her name. We know.
They know who it is, yes.
I know. I mean, look, my significant other has a thing as well, but it's, it is what it is.
How big's hers?
It's not one of those things. It's not one of those.
I feel secure because the one that Melissa got was like a little
it
tiny
also
one.
fits on you?
It's just a tiny one.
You're like, I like it because I like the way it feels in my butt too.
I said I like it because I'm bigger than that.
I mean, that it has to, yeah.
But it's meant for the clit.
If it's, it can't be a dick. It can't be dick shaped.
No. How about if it was your dick shape? Like, let's say she, in your sleep, got a mold of your penis.
Well, that's a bad time to get it.
You're right. Well. 80% of slumber,
I think
we had boners.
80%?
Supposedly.
80%.
80%. Think about it.
No, because that means every time I tried to roll over, I'd get stopped.
How often do you roll over?
I roll. I'm a roller.
I've done it before, but then
And
sometimes.
you get caught? Oh.
I mean, but maybe you're in such a deep slumber that you just
Snap it?
No, it just eventually goes into your waistband. That's how it moves.
I had
for
a friend in high school who told me that in middle school when all boys first figure out the waistband trick, didn't know you couldn't do it without a shirt on.
Because you just see the tip.
And so he came downstairs for breakfast, and his dad was like, "Hey, that doesn't work. That doesn't work like this." And I'll never forget that story.
You just see the tip.
I heard
You
that
just
story,
saw the tip.
almost 15 years ago, and I still never forget that story.
Oh man, see, girls have it easy.
Can you hurry up? I'm almost done with my second one.
Holy fuck, dude! I didn't know we were trying to stay.
I mean, it's not competitive, but we are going to drink all 6 of these.
Yes. Okay, these are good.
They are good, and I'm telling you, a splash of twisted tea in here, because twisted teas fuck you up, and they have a bunch of caffeine,
And they're very sweet too. They taste good.
That sweetness might actually make, because this doesn't taste very sweet. Here, buddy, let me help you with your little.
It hurts. It hurt my hand.
Watch. No, I'm just kidding.
What? Are your hands more callous than mine?
Oh, 1,000,000%. Do you know how many bottles I've opened?
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't, but I can imagine more than me.
I mean, conservative guess. I think I've twisted open 50,000 beer bottles.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and
Have you ever fucked yourself up from twisting them?
yeah, I've cut myself on beer bottles before.
Is it because you tried twisting an untwistable beer bottle?
I've definitely done that and hurt myself doing it. But anytime I've gotten hurt opening a twist off is because my hands are like wet and soft, and so like it just grabs and.
Oh, maybe my hands are just always wet and soft.
Is that what you want? Do you want to say that?
I don't want. No. They are. You see some calluses. I do lift weights.
That's why I was so shocked that you couldn't open all that weightlifting and you can't open a bottle.
I can
of Mike's Hard Lemonade.
I know, man. I don't get it. Well, okay, it's these areas that actually touch the bar when I'm lifting.
So then why don't you open the bottle like a big?
Because I'm gonna look crippled, fool. I'm gonna look fucking weird.
And that's fine.
That's fine. It's no. I'm not trying to swipe
skin
at
off
anyone.
my knuckles.
Well, skin off my actual palms, dude. I mean, you know what's sad about aging? Remember at the beginning of this podcast, I was saying my hands are beautiful. I could be a hand model, but I've grown at least 3 or 4 moles on my hand since we've started recording them. But it really puts
moles on your hand.
Moles.
You should get those.
I'm going to.
Yeah. Yeah, because I haven't developed a new mole in years. I mean, I got a bunch, but they're
like
just,
on your
they
forearms.
just have
No,
always been there.
like.
No, these guys have always been there.
How often do you look at your body? How often do you look at your naked body?
Day.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean when I jump in the shower.
And you like give it a good look. I mean, of course, we look at our bodies and we just see who we are. And,
it's like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not taking pictures.
Obviously, you're not taking. When's the last time you took a nudie to send
like
it to?
2 weeks ago.
Really?
But it wasn't for Karen.
Oh, that's I don't. I don't know if you want to say that. No, if you want to say that.
It was for my mother.
Don't know if you want to say that either. I haven't taken one in years because it's not my.
This is because Melissa's grossed out by you. She's like, ugh.
No, she wants it, but like she gets to see it because we live together. But
Yeah, that's it. I live with my girlfriend. There's no need to be like, this is what you're missing out on, because it's like, okay, so I'll come into the other room.
But this is for
I'll be
you
right
when
there.
you're at work type of thing.
I work at a school.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't want her sending you anything while you're.
I work with children.
Hey, stop vaping. Also,
Nice. Get everyone out of this bathroom. Everyone out of this bathroom.
I have some business to settle. I'll need 30
Close
seconds.
the door behind you. What am I going to do with the other 28?
Well, my fear with taking a dick pic is I don't know what
You
the
don't want
good
the
angles.
you don't
What's
want
the
the
best angle?
NSA. I'll tell you right now. Straight on.
Straight on where?
Straight on to like, so it looks like a circle.
Oh, you want it facing
So because
the
that's
iris of your camera.
POV.
I don't think that's how they want to see it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to see it at all.
I'm still surprised that women want to see it.
I mean,
I think it's because we're straight men that, of course, we look at it and we're just like, and we see it all the time, and we see it and we're kind of like, oh, that's what it looks like. I mean,
it's vaguely. I hate to use the word. Penises are vaguely offensive.
yes.
As a straight man, seeing another man's penis makes me kind of like, I don't know if I feel safe.
But some women, yeah, I don't think anyone.
I think that's exactly it. I don't feel safe.
Do you feel safe in front of a vagina?
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm at home.
I mean, that's where you came out of, so it's necessarily home, right?
But a dick, I'm like,
It's scary. Well, they look like they're pork swords.
I need a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think that if we were to take dick pics, we have to be cognizant of.
Cognizant what?
Cognizant of what's on the floor, and do I have my feet in the picture?
You definitely okay. Well, I'll tell you right now, you're doing it way at the wrong angle. If you're doing one of those from the top down, all right, when nobody
isn't that
wants...
conventionally how it is?
No.
Do we take a?
Look, I've been in long distance relationships, so I've sent my fair share of dick pics.
You've been in chat rooms, and so you've seen your
I've
fair
read a couple
share.
of forums on Discord. I think I know.
I've stumbled upon a few forums
I've
on.
Pornhubbed up. I mean, I've no. Here's what I know for sure are the no-nos. Okay, I was being facetious, of course, in the beginning. You don't want it head on. You don't want it top down. It's not a fucking convertible. You want to get it at an angle from like a side. I'm thinking like a side to the top.
Yeah.
You want whatever looks best. And you want to hide your balls. 'Cause balls don't look good no matter what.
But there has to be some pretty balls out there.
If you can, push your balls up into you. And just have your dick. That's what women really want. If they can tell that your balls are up inside you,
Yeah.
that's how you get a wife.
I don't know. What have you never gotten
Well,
compliments on
I
your
don't
balls?
have a wife, so I've never done it.
I mean, your past partners, have they never complimented you on your balls? They just are like, wow. You're right, though. There's just like a potato sack.
I've been told that I have pretty big balls, actually.
Are big balls a good thing?
It wasn't told me in a bad way.
Is size associated with amount of...
I'll tell you this. I don't feel like I have a lot of testosterone.
How many hours of sleep are you getting?
8, 9.
Oh, that's good. Melissa was telling me that if the men that get on average 5 to 6 hours of sleep kind of have about
Tiny dicks.
the testosterone equivalent to a man 10 years
Tiny
their
dick.
senior,
Oh.
which could probably decrease your penis
I don't
size.
know. I don't know if that's how it works.
Oh, I have a little activity that I would like to share with you. So recently I posted a clip with Niche
Yes.
about how women are also horny as fuck.
Men are always horny, and like we're always the ones trying to fuck. But girls are definitely horny as fuck. Like
Yeah.
they really,
Girls watch porn.
yeah, they want to get fucked as bad as we
What?
want to fuck.
Yeah.
What?
It's crazy. Girls watch porn. And like it's crazy what kind of porn they do watch.
They can just call me. They don't need to watch that.
Come here, kitten.
I'll take it.
Come here, kitten.
I felt dirty saying it.
Come here, you little dirty.
Like
You're
this-
one of them good ones. And I had
Not like men based on this podcast.
right, not like men at all. The women read porn. Are you familiar with this?
I mean, I have read some romance novels in the past. Yeah.
Oh, you've read erotica before.
I've read romance novels.
Erotica.
Romance novels.
Now-
I have actually read erotica too. I actually, I actually do like reading porn. Actually, it's actually pretty cool.
I've never before
It's pretty good actually.
until
You didn't read like the Penthouse forums or like the letters or anything?
no, not at all.
No.
I mean, the most that I got
Those
to
were the
reading
best.
porn was like sexting, but
Yeah, no. Those Penthouse forums were the fucking best.
forums. Wow. See, okay, but
I moved into this apartment building 3 years ago, and it's just like, what's gonna happen?
you've never read a novel from front to back.
I've read romance novels.
Here, so Otis's girlfriend Jasmine, at Otis's birthday party earlier this year, she and a few of her friends were just going around, handing around her phone and saying, "Hey, read this out loud." And I don't know what the fuck I'm reading. I'm kind of like intoxicated. I'm like, okay, and it was excerpts from an erotica, just a random erotica. And I asked her to send them to me because I was curious, because I wanted to read it on this podcast, because I have never read such a thing. And the vocabulary used in
It's great.
and the imagery
The
and
thesaurus is like very well used.
no wonder their imagination is just always it's always growing. Us, we're much more visual, animalistic creatures where we gotta watch it and see it happen. But this is how it. I'm just gonna read the first page. She sent me 6. There's no way I'm reading 6 pages through this.
Well, let's see how
And these
good the first
thin
one
shorts.
is.
All right, he squeezes
Can
my
you do it in like a sexy voice though?
yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
th-
Like audible it. Like really like.
He squeezes my throat as his tongue explores my mouth, moaning when I
Seriously, Christian. See what-
moaning when my teeth sink into his lip. It's not enough. I want him closer, need him closer. He loosens his grip, trailing his mouth across my jaw, kissing and sucking my neck. Voice rough as I roll my hips against him. Don't tell me you don't like me when I can feel how wet you are all over your thighs, Anastasia. Anastasia? I can't watch that movie the same.
Why is it on her thighs?
I don't know.
Why is it on her thighs?
It'd be all over your hand instead if you did something. I'm incredibly close to taking matters into my own hands, although I'm unsure where masturbating in his lap would put us on the frenemyship scale. A normal person would be worried about their audience, but I could scream until the windows shattered and our exceptionally drunk friends wouldn't notice. Drunkenness aside, Taylor Swift's Cruel Summer
What?
came on the radio and Chris turned it to full volume. This is for men. We're in our...
Is it? Hang on a second. Is it? The Taylor Swift came on. He turned it to full blast. Christian just added that epitaph on your own. This is for men. This is for me. This is for guys like me.
Wow.
This is written for friends.
I'm so horny now. I love Taylor Swift.
All right,
I'm so horny.
let me read some of this shit.
Okay,
let me read
I'm-
some of your fucking smut, you slut.
So, let's see. It's right here. So you're going to start off on we're in our own little world.
yeah, we're in our own little cum world. You gotcha.
We're in our own little world.
We're in our own little world back here. The temperature is hotter. The air thicker. Tension stealing every last bit of oxygen from my lungs. I couldn't even tell you how far away from Maple Hills we are, or how many minutes have passed since I climbed in here and settled on Nate's lap. His knees nudge mine further apart, mouth descending on mine again. More possessive, more dominant. His nose brushes mine. Eskimo kiss. No,
This is for men.
no, he said. He said, "Can you be a good girl and be quiet?" I nod,
Dude, this is so dirty.
prepared to finally feel his long, thick fingers easing the throbbing between my legs. Instead, he drags one finger gently over my swollen clit,
Swollen clit?
and I can't help the huff of frustration. That That's the end of the page.
Can you turn it?
You are like on edge over here.
Honestly, this shit's good.
I'm so close to doing it
Honest,
myself.
don't do that voice. Don't do that
Tell me
voice.
if you don't know what you're doing, Nathan. The last time I doubted him about not being able to pleasure a woman, he proved me very, very wrong. His free hand sinks into the hair at the bottom of my neck, tugging so I look up at him. He increases the pressure on my clit, and the satisfied moan grumbles in my throat, jaw slacking as the pleasure rolls through my very tense and sexually frustrated body. One day, I'm going to fuck your pretty little mouth. And you're not going to be able to be such a bossy, impatient little brat. He covers my mouth with his, absorbing my satisfied moan as 2 fingers slide into me, deliciously stretching me.
Deliciously.
Okay, that's enough of that.
All right.
Whew. So now that we're back from our 6-minute break.
Oh
Wow.
shit, that shit's nasty as hell. I mean, there's like.
No, that's pretty run-of-the-mill romance novel stuff.
So you've read stuff like that before?
Yeah, I mean, usually they don't say, like, clit. They'll be like, my upper mound. But
Mound. Yeah,
it's hard to be clever, but I think now we live in an age where they're just like, yeah, he put his big old penis in my urethra.
Ew, that's so gross. That's disgusting.
Well, that's like what I just read.
No, it was much more tasteful than that. I mean, it's just nuts.
No, I didn't hear anything about his nuts.
I can't imagine the writer just being able to sit down.
I can't imagine the editor being like, yes.
I can't.
No, they spelled this word wrong. It's Vagina.
Oh, because it was spelled with a J.
J.
Fajina.
Vagina.
It's yeah,
That's
dude.
a pretty name.
Vagina. Name your future kid that. Bet you won't.
Bet. Bet. Cap.
Do the kids that
No Riz.
do the kids that you monitor at school, do they say shit like that? Yeah, no cap.
They do sound like that, actually. Yeah, they do actually kind of sound like that. Yeah, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I mean respectfully, no cap, Alex.
No, they don't sound like Mike Tyson, no.
Yeah, respectfully, no cap, Alex.
They don't like, no.
I'll bite off your ear, Alex.
Mike Tyson's not doing a New Kids on the Block episode, no.
Do you want to do an improv scene?
Yeah, let's finish
Is that your
these.
third one?
That's my second one.
I'm so full.
Do you feel full from these? I don't even feel...
Yeah. I've been telling you, I've been doing Orange Theory. And so my stomach has shrunk, and so I can't just drink
Because it's
3.
full of men's cum.
You worked here. And
It didn't work out there.
Yeah, you did. You actually did.
Only when
There's
you went
video
there.
evidence of you doing the triathlon there.
Well, there is, because I did that. Actually, I did that a number of times.
Yes. So how much cum
you
you
done
got
it?
inside of you?
You know how much comes inside of me, Christian. Don't you ask facetious questions like that. You put it there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, if you were to have sex with a man, you would ask for it inside because you wouldn't want to clean up the mess afterwards. You don't want to get back to, like, playing Grand Theft Auto afterwards.
My original immediate response was going to be like, I'd clean it up. But it's like, I think I'm missing the point here.
Yeah, no, there's no cleanup if you can't even fucking hide, if you can hide the evidence.
I'm not fucking a man, Christian.
I know you're not.
But if I did, though. But if I did, though.
Then that's okay,
It wouldn't be up to me. It's his gift to me.
How would you, if you were to tell me for the first time that you fucked a man, how would you do it?
Who is the man?
Or someone respectable.
If it's a celebrity, I would tell you immediately. If Brad Pitt just saw me at a bar and was like, "You could," I can't actually. Brad Pitt's probably not a bottom.
You would be surprised because he's always playing.
I fucked Brad Pitt, and he's definitely
He's
a bottom.
behind his curtain. He'll tell you himself.
If it was a celebrity, I'd tell you right away.
Yeah, of course.
Man or woman.
What celebrity would you not tell me right away?
Joe Biden.
You wouldn't tell me that?
I mean, I respect the position of president more than that. That's
Every-
between me and him.
Everyone would be like, well, how the fuck is Alejandro part of his cabinet all of a sudden?
Like, what is that stain on his lapel?
Yeah, well, he's wearing all these nice clothes all of a sudden, and he's just flying on a private jet all the time.
Oh, off to Epstein's Island.
Yeah, but Alex is walking weird lately.
Just constantly waddling. That duck movie really got to him. No, I think I would tell you. I mean, I wouldn't have to tell you.
I would know.
You'd be there.
Holding a camera.
You'd be the one. No, if I'm going to fuck a man, it's going to be a really beautiful man. Ladies and gentlemen, it can't be that bad.
Ring, 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 ring.
So I told Bill, you either get off that stage or I'll make you a stage.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hang on, let me get this. Hey, thanks for calling Billy Joe's plumbing service. How can I help you?
Hey, we got a big gig for you. We're throwing Inside Lands over in Toronto in 2 weeks. We're going to have 1,000 porta potties there. We hear you're the best porta potty bathroom service in Toronto. Are you willing to take the gig? Now, I have to preface that there's going to be thousands and thousands of belligerent degenerates there. Just taking shits, taking pisses, just draining the snakes, draining the pipes, emptying the bag, dropping off the kids, into a drainage system that I don't even know works. Also, it's good for me to preface that Inside Lands here in Toronto in 2024 is going to be the biggest food and music festival. The food is going to have Vietnamese corn dogs, Vietnamese hot dogs. It's going to have beers of all sorts. That's hazy IPAs. That's denogonizers. That's double IPAs. That's triple IPAs that are served not in 8-ounce glasses, but 16 ounces. It's going to be through the roofs. And so you know what that is a concoction for? Huge shit. Also, it's also good for me to preface that all ages are admitted here. That's right, babies. Babies take shits. And you'd be surprised where these single fathers take the dirty diapers. They don't put it in the trash can. They put it right in the porta potty because they think it's fine. Because right when they're draining the snakes, when they're loosening.
So let me stop you right there. I'm in.
Perfect. When can you start? Well, I'm assuming the day that.
Well, the show's in 2 weeks.
The show's in 2 weeks. Yes,
I'm sorry. Is this a legit call?
It is a legitimate call.
Because I would love nothing more than to help these men and their babies drain their snakes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a legitimate call. Would you like to hear the lineup? The music lineup consists of Landrick Kumar.
I know him.
Who is he's the little brother of Kendrick, and he's kind of just trying to ride the tail.
Wouldn't his name be Lendrick Lamar then?
Yeah, it would be, but no, but rappers don't go by the actual names. They're changing it up a little bit. Yeah, they also got Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina's the newest soprano who hails from Vancouver's latest a cappella group. 15 gals, absolutely gorgeous. Each one of them looks like Selena Gomez, and some of them even look like some of these K-pop stars. But she's the best one. Tiny Tina's the best one. Actually, she got her name from Tina Turner, and she loves Tina Turner.
I mean, stop digging. You've struck gold, sir.
And then there's a reggae star. There's this reggae star.
A reggae?
A reggae star. He sounds very much like Bob Marley, but his name's not Bob Marley. It's Ziggy. It's actually Ziggy Marley.
His son.
His son is actually playing. I should have just said Ziggy
how
Marley.
is that not the headliner?
He's
Who is the headliner?
The headliner. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind like crazy.
Hit me.
It's Jake Paul and Logan Paul. There's just going to be a ring on the stage, and they're going to fight each other.
That fight will happen eventually, and I will pay money to watch that fight.
So you're in?
I'm in. I mean, I've already said yes.
Okay, sounds good. When can you start?
Well, you said the show was in 2 weeks, so stop asking that question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I just have one question for you, sir.
Yeah.
Can I swim in the porta potties?
What?
Oh, sorry.
Why would you? Insane?
There was that guy who got caught swimming in a porta potty at a music festival. And
what?
I want to say Tennessee.
How do you swim in a porta potty? What do you mean?
Well, it wasn't like a single porta potty with it was like It all
What?
fed into one valley.
Oh.
He was swimming down there, looking up the holes and shit.
Ew.
Yeah, that guy got arrested.
So it's like where the porta potties drain into.
yeah.
Yeah, that's disgusting. How do you even before that's so even if you're going to be arrested and go to jail, imagine how sick you would be. You're catching something.
Imagine the cop who has to pull him out.
You think a cop had to physically pull him out?
Or maybe the fire department.
No, at that point, I think I would.
I mean, he got himself in there. I don't know if he could
let him
necessarily
drown. Let him drown. Let him drown.
Very, very Great Wall of China building construction view. To be like, yeah, let it go. Build around it. Build around the body.
That's fine. Yeah, build around the body. That's crazy that the Great Wall of China does have bodies inside of it.
Thousands.
Just like, I guess.
But honestly, what modern structure doesn't have a dead body in it?
Like buildings here in the U.S. Don't have dead body, not inside of them. Not made of them, you know.
No. But maybe in the foundation. You don't think one mob boss in New York, when they were building the Empire State Building, was like, put the body in the wet cement?
At least one person. Yeah, no, for sure. See, yeah, at least a few.
Jimmy Hoffa, where's his body?
Oh, they never found it, huh? I miss Al Pacino.
He's not gone anywhere. In fact, he just had a baby.
Oh, I forgot about that, man. I forgot.
It sucks because he'll never see that kid graduate fucking high school.
He'll never see that kid go to elementary school, man.
End of sentence, yeah.
He'll never see that kid.
Period.
That's insane. Wow, at that age, what is he, 76 or something like that?
Something like that.
Wow. He's still kicking.
She's still fucking.
He's still fucking. I can't imagine
and he's
doing
not
that.
blowing blanks. He's shooting just.
It is kind of.
Would you bang Al Pacino?
Would I? No, man. He looks like he smells of Vicks. A Vicks and BLTs.
Didn't he make that movie about being an old man like 10 years ago now? Old Guys with Christopher Walken?
Probably. I mean, when you're 66, you're technically an old man, right? Would you say you're an old man at 66?
I mean, I would, but that's double my age, so of course I would.
Yeah. So at 76, yeah, he's just an older man at that point. The sequel.
He's an older man.
Yeah.
How old do you want to be when you die?
85?
You're gonna be 30. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit.
No, that's a good age. 85.
Yeah. How about you? You never really anticipated living beyond
this.
Yeah, which is crazy. That's a crazy thing to have thought.
Just never imagined myself old. Could never see myself as an old man.
Just look at your dad.
I don't think that's what I'm going to look like.
No, I'm not going to look like
already. I know I'm not going to look like my way different noses.
You guys look. I mean, no, he looks like your dad. You and Matt look the same.
Really?
Melissa and I when we were at your house, 2 weeks ago for your birthday. We were looking at your guys' senior photos side by side, and we were thinking like, "Wow, you guys, those are brothers."
Where I see the resemblances in my nephew.
Like with you see
with my brother because I've always said like, oh, if Matt was tall and skinny, he'd look like me. Mm-hmm. Well, his son is Matt, but tall and skinny. His son looks like me.
Yeah. He's just a little more brown. He's just he's like tan, very tan.
Oh, he lives in Texas.
Mm-hmm. And he's like browner hair because your hair is jet black. Right?
My hair got darker as I got older.
Why? When you were younger, it was
blonde when I was a baby.
How does that even work? I don't understand how. My hair was just black.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh.
I have a soupy concoction of genetics. You know that.
Yeah,
and they're all just trying to fight to take over, and you know.
And eventually,
they're just like, give the Asians the win, then.
Yeah, Asian eyes. And then
all the white in me was just like, fuck it. We lost this fight a long time ago.
You look white with sunglasses on.
I look passable white.
Yeah. I mean, you look whiter than I do.
Then you look at my ID and they're like, what the fuck is this thing?
I mean, also, you're cheesing very hard in your ID. You have very, very Asian eyes.
Took a class photo. They had picture day at school, so I took a picture. Did
you smile? Or
smiled
did you
like this.
Thug it out?
I smiled, but here's where I didn't like it. So when we took photos back in the day, they had one photographer with the background. You came, you sat down, they took the photo, you left. The next kid came, sat down, took the photo, right? Mm-hmm. Now, they have like 7 or 8 photographers all lined up, and the kids make 7 lines, and they bust them out like that. Mm-hmm. And you don't sit, you stand on the spot, you look that way, they take the picture, and boom, get the fuck out of there. So I went to go take my photo. But I'm like, a foot taller than half of the fucking student body.
Of course.
And the photographer was like, "You're a little too tall. Can you squat down?"
They didn't adjust anything.
And I was like, "Okay." So now I'm like squatting down. So now I'm like thinking about like my knees. And then of course they do the school photographer thing where they're just like, turn your shoulders a little bit, move your chin up this way, put your nose down, stick your tongue out, put your ears out. Okay, perfect. And you go, you know what I mean? Like it's always some bullshit that they always make you do.
Well, give me the exact pose that you actually did. The exact.
I just don't like the photo because my smile kind of.
Oh, you saw it already?
Does a weird thing on my because it's on my ID badge.
Oh.
It did a weird thing with my chin.
Why?
And also, I was a little bit sweaty. It was a really hot day.
You don't practice your smile?
Can
I've changed my smile. Through the years, I've changed my smile.
you show us your original smile?
It was when I was fat. I used to smile with my mouth open.
I know that. As soon as you did that, I know that.
You've seen it. You've seen it before.
I have photos with that smile.
Until some people just told me, why is your mouth
your mouth.
wide open? Yeah, close your fucking mouth. And so now I just...
You look like SpongeBob when he's happy.
Do you smile with your teeth closed or teeth slightly open?
Well, I have an overbite, so my teeth, it always looks like just the top of my teeth, my front teeth, top teeth.
I used to have an underbite, but now I fixed it with Invisalign.
Well, aren't you fucking great?
No, I forget to wear my Invisalign, so it's been taking a while. Anyway, let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's get the fuck in here.
All right. Baddies, thank you for kicking it with us.
Yeah, that was a weird ride. Honestly, I don't... This episode is all over the place. I'm sorry about the erotica, Mom.
Yeah, it's okay. You guys have seen the show before. You guys know what it is about. And we drank three Mike's Hard Lemonades.
I drank 3.
Okay, I drank 1.5, but I'm not a tank like you. I can't just put it down. I'm not a college student anymore. I can't just do it.
I put that shit down.
Yeah, it's because you're in school, bro. It's because you got the
This is my life sad.
What? Just because a happy life doesn't necessarily mean I can't pound these.
I am going to say that last year when I got the job at the high school, everybody was like, that guy, they hired that guy because he looks like a high schooler. But now, everybody at the high school is saying that I'm fat. So
what?
So
the high schoolers say that about
ship
you?
Has sailed, yeah. One of the kids was like, and where's the other campus supervisor, the Asian one that's got the dad bod? I looked at him and I was like, motherfucker, I'm 30 years old. You'll be lucky if you're this skinny when you're fucking 30. Fuck.
You gotta tell them, yeah, metabolism slows down when you get older.
I look great for 30 years old.
You should.
I recently saw somebody who graduated with us, unfucking recognizable, fat, balding, just looked like a sack of shit. And like so it took me a solid 20 minutes once to even recognize who he was. And then once I realized it was, I pointed out to one of my workers, I was like, I went to school with that guy. Can you believe that? And they're like, wow. And I was like, that
was
dude,
he nice? Or was he mean where it makes it easier to say that he's a fat piece of shit?
I don't know if he necessarily recognized me, but I recognized
you look
him.
The same, though. I would be surprised if people didn't recognize
But if you didn't
you.
know, I mean, I didn't really... I mean, I knew the guy. We graduated with each other, so maybe he did.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Benicia. There's no way that he didn't not recognize me, right? I mean, because even if it took him longer than it took me to recognize him, he had to have at one point connected the dots.
Yeah, yeah.
But damn,
that sucks, man. I want you to tell me who it is after.
Oh yeah,
after we record. All right, baddies, you guys know where to follow us. ICBTB Podcast. On all social media handles, icbtb.com. You can follow me at Christian Has Asthma.
Call_me Jesus.
And until next time, we love you guys, and we have more episodes coming soon. So see you later, and bye. Can't be that bad, oh, it 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 can't be that bad.